All right, got some interesting confessions going off here today. In fact, we have a new way for you to send us your confessions anonymously. Typically, we just have you text them in, 877-979-WRMF. But we just tried this out yesterday, and without really even talking about it, we got so many really good confessions.
I love it.
On top of juicy stuff, it's kind of like you get a little glimpse into the honest lives of people and things that they're going through, and then we just get to sit back and read their confession and comment on it. So what do people need to do, Denny's?
So I'm going to put up a link on all our social medias. I'm going to pin it to the top. You'll see it there. It'll say, send us an anonymous confession. I'll put a little bit better of a description on there.
Okay.
But all you got to do is click it and send us an anonymous confession. Nobody can see who it's from, and it just sends it to us as a blank thing with just the text only. Yes, there's no way. It's just a completely anonymous message that we will get.
No name, no IP address.
Just click it and stick it.
Click it and stick it. It'll be at the top of all our social media. So anytime you have a confession, just submit them, and then we'll get them, and you'll hear it on the radio.
Here's some of the juicy ones we got, man. Some of them are just real, too. This is one that just came in. It says, I probably wouldn't be with my boyfriend anymore of 7 years if we hadn't bought a house before the pandemic. He's not bad. He's just dull. It's okay, though. He has no sex drive, so it's more like having a roommate that sometimes pays for dinner and that I cook for. Wow. That, to me, is so real, and I think that really describes so many people that are out there that are in that kind of situation, just saying this is what it is, man.
And it's as if you've accepted that's your life, and maybe you don't want that. But sometimes I think you get in these modes, people do, they think that's just their life now, and they can't ever get out of it.
They settle, and they're like, it's comfortable, it is what it is. A couple other confessions. One says, I'm a teacher. People who moan about the lengthy summers always have children who are little turds. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to spend over 2 months trapped with their vile spawn either.
Oh, that teacher is ready to strangle. It's day 2.
Yeah, day 2. This is sweet. Single dad. 1 week on, 1 week off with the kids. So when they're here and they leave, I'll leave the dirty dishes in the sink from their last night with me for the whole week to remind me of them, and then I'll wash up just before they come back. That's kind of sweet, isn't it? A little sad.
It's kind of dirty.
He just likes looking down. He feels like the kids are always with him.
Oh.
No, I thought it was sweet.
Queen Coldheart over here.
No,
Kev, it's not depressing enough, Kev.
I don't know.
The guy was too nice and too sweet.
Yeah.
You were talking too nice about a man.
Yeah,
We can't just put out pictures of these kids.
Yeah, look at a photo, not their dirty dishes, dumbass.
She's got a weird thing with dishes and the trash.
Okay.
Clean your sink.
Okay. This confession says, I'm a single, middle-aged woman who was so excited when I heard a young guy whistling at me. I confidently thought to myself, still got it. Then I realized he was just calling his dog. Gosh, that's deflating.
That sucks.
That sucks when you think someone's into you and you're like, oh, no, never mind. He was whistling at his dog.
You almost wish you didn't even see the dog.
No.
Ignorance is bliss.
This came over the text app. It said, I had my first menstrual cycle on my parents' cloth couch. So out of embarrassment, I just turned the cushion over. And then when it was turned back over, there was just a big brown mark, and I blamed it on the dog saying it was poop.
You do what you got to do to survive, kid.
You made it.
Mm-hmm.
I think at that point you're good.
This other person wanted to remain anonymous. I don't know if this triggers your memory, but they sent this on the app as well. It says, I'm still in love with Jaybird. Started about 9 or 10 years ago at Mulligan's in Jensen Beach when he was in the dunk tank with the piranhas. I'm the one who bandaged his cut.
Oh, yes, girl.
Still pining for the bird.
Whoa.
Do you remember this hottie that bandaged you up? Oh, she's a caretaker.
Do you have a name on that, Kevin?
No.
Anonymous.
She wanted to stay anonymous.
Wow.
I did cut myself. It wasn't piranhas. It was an eel. But hey, I cut myself getting out of the tank.
It wasn't on the animal.
No.
He cut himself on like the fence or something.
I had stitches. But it was from the fence.
The animal in the dunk tank wanted nothing to do with him.
Kevin, I am so extreme.
Yeah, you are.
He was bleeding when he went in the tank.
I remember that. I had to get stitches, dog.
Another confession says my druggy brother was visiting and asked if I knew a dealer.
Oh, boy.
He did this in the kitchen, and my 10-year-old overheard. So when they get a moment, my 10-year-old's like, what is a dealer? I'm like, art. Thankfully, the explanation was accepted.
He's going to make a major purchases of art.
There's art dealers, man. It works. I think it works.
And this confession says, during the pandemic, my husband and I were getting it on when he told me to go put my mask on. I was confused, but I left and I came back wearing a KN95. Apparently, he meant the sexy cat mask I had just bought for a party.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right.
Meow, 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 meow.
Somebody else confessing, they said, I was being interviewed for a job and the receptionist asked if I wanted tea or coffee. I was so nervous, I just answered, yes, please. 5 minutes later, she brought me in both a tea and a coffee.
Aww.
So I'm sitting through my interview with one in each hand like a sociopath, altering between both cups.
That's amazing. I would do the same thing. Like, I'll just drink them both.
Yes, please. All right. So again, if you want to leave us an anonymous confession, I want to find out about the fake social media accounts. What are you using them for? You can go on to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We got them all up there. And leave us your anonymous confessions.